Hello everyone, this is the recording for week 2 in IS127. The reading this week is Chapter 4, Applying CSS Styles to Web Pages, and Chapter 5, Responsive Design Part 1, Designing for Mobile Devices. The week 2 discussion is on HTML tables. In what way can HTML tables be used to affect the overall layout and appearance of a web page? Identify a website that uses tables and point out how they are used effectively in the design. Initial post is due Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. You need at least one APA reference, which includes in-text citation. You need at least 100 words in your initial post, and 3 replies are due by Sunday. The week 2 assignment, you're to complete the Extend Your Knowledge titled Styling Paragraphs, Headings, Lists, and Images. It's due Sunday by 11:59 p.m. You're to modify an existing web page, and the name of the HTML file is ski04, found in the W2A1 extend zip file. It's folder. It's attached to your assignment. You're going to modify the comment at the top of the page to include your name and today's date. In the head section, to add the link to the tag to an external style sheet, which you will then modify. So this is the link they're talking about, and it's going to the style sheet, which is a .ss file. Please do not add a lot of different things to your link. Just use what it tells you to use. And then save the ski04 HTML and then look at it in the browser. Open the CSS file, which is the style sheet, and then modify the comment at the top of the page to include your name and today's date. Document the existing style sheet before enhancing it. So you're going to go and add comments to what there is already there. Then you're going to format the heading with H1, H2, or H3 tags as shown in step 5. So this is H1, H2, H3. Then step 6, you're going to save the style sheet, then refresh the HTML document to see the changes. Make sure before you do any change, after you do each change, you check it, because it's easier to correct it if you just do it after each change. Then you're going to modify the LI section content with the nav within the nav section, so that the unordered list appears without the bullets. And you're going to make it so it appears on the same line instead of in a new block. So this is the code that you want, and you're going to put your, you should have already put your comments, but you're going to add comments to say what this does. What does it do? It removes the bullets and so forth. Save your style sheet again and refresh the browser to see the changes. Next, you're going to modify the nav section to have a light blue background. So this is the nav section. We're talking about the black background color. And then, of course, the comment. Then make sure the heading that starts with children's lessons does not float to the right of the image by clearing the float. So you see here is the children's lessons and the clear float. Then also in the HTML file, you need to also add the attribute value paired to the opening H3 tag that marks the children's lessons heading. So you're going to do a clear float here. Then you're going to add padding to the header section that contains the image, headings, and nav by styling the header section separately from the rest of the wireframe elements. delete header in the header, nav, number, content, footer section. So this is the header they're talking about. So you delete the header in the header, nav, content, footer section. So you're just going to be left with nav, content, footer, and you're going to take away that. And then below this whole section, you're going to create the style just for the header, so that's by itself, and that's where you add the padding. So then you're going to add tabs and spaces and extra lines, just to make it look nice, easy to read. Don't go carried away, and make sure that it doesn't affect your code. Add the comments to the new styles if you haven't already. Then you're going to validate it, and here's the website. So if you're going to do it by file upload, you're going to choose your file. So this is for the CSS file. When you click check, if it sees an error, it will tell you where the error is. You go to that section and you correct it, and then check it again until you get correct. Congratulations, no error found. I will count off if you have an error, because you should be correcting those errors, not turning it in with errors. Then next you're going to validate your HTML file. This is at a different address, looks a little different, but you're still going to do file upload. When you check it, when you click checks, and it's going to give you, it might give you warnings. You can fix the warnings or you can ignore them. I don't count off for warnings. But if it has an error, you have to fix the error. Now, for instance, this warning, if you just add this in, then you won't be getting in your start tag. You won't be getting the error anymore. That's good to know for your other assignments that you might have in other times, or other needs that you don't want to have warnings. So you just need to know about that. When you finally get it where it says document checking completed, no errors, then you can turn it in. Remember, you need to zip all the files. So all of these files are required. Now, these are all the files that you're given. So basically, you're only changing 2 of them, but you're giving them all back to me in a zipped file. What I do is I take all those files and I check them all together. And you don't need, some of these files are not edited this time, but I want you to get in the habit of returning everything back. Because if you build a website and it has images or other files and you don't include those, then the images and the legal jargon is not going to show up. So that would be not a proper way to do your web page. So I want to make sure you learn to keep them all together. Now remember, to zip a file, you right click and choose send to compressed, and then just name the folder. It'd be a good idea if you put your name on it, so that kind of distinguishes, makes it a little bit easier. That's all I have for this week. If you have any questions, please let me know.